This is Wizard Barbarella tonight with a special edition trivia show. It's just a quick fill in as um, there's not going to be any boy wrestling as coach is still working on the crossover. So I decided to fill in and try a trivia show. And this one here, it's going to be a little bit different. Going to have people on the right side of the channel suggest topics, and I'll quick make up some trivia questions, and they have to be answered. So let me put some links out there. If you'd like to come up and be a member on the stream panel, or if you'd like to stay on the right side and give your trivia information from there. Well, like I said, let's see how it goes. It's going to be a first time trying to do it. I'm sure I'm not the first one who has done something like this, but it's new for me, so let's see how it goes. Still waiting for some people, and I just decided to do this late this afternoon, so it might take some time to get some viewers up. Okay, like I said, it's trivia where you ask me a topic, I'll make up the trivia questions, and I'll ask the questions and keep track of who has the most correct answers. Because if you do have the most correct answers at the end of the program, you win a special prize chosen especially for you. So let's see who is ready to play. Because I did do a thing on Twitter and a thing on YouTube. So, hopefully it'll pick up. There's a couple of people watching, but nobody's participating yet, and that's fine. I'm losing my magic hat here. Hello, Mr. Hello, Mrs. Hopkins. How are you? You ready to play the special edition trivia with Wizard Barbarella? Hopefully we can get a couple more people up there. Good, and thanks for sharing it out. So let me see, what can I talk about to entertain you until we can actually get this thing going. I know tonight, oh, hello, Brian. Cool. Well, once the show actually starts, like I said, I'll use that as a topic, and I'll make up 4 or 5 trivia questions right off the top of my head, because they're your picks, and I have to make up the questions, and then I'll answer them. I know later on tonight, there was supposed to be an episode of Pirate Radio with Mr. Mark Kropka. So let's get this going and put the link out there. Anybody who wants to come up. Mrs. Hopkins, if you would like to come up and be on the panel, you can. That would be fun. Okay, there's the stream if you would like to come up. Waiting for maybe a couple more people to, and one person to come up on panel with me. Oh, so hopefully everybody had a decent day today. It's nice because it's starting to get springy and summery. But then in about 2 months, I'll be complaining about how humid it is and how it's raining every day. So never satisfied. Okay, Brian, once we do get started, we will start with your Vietnam era rock songs. Oh, like I said, have quite a couple of people watching. I'm sure the tweets are out there. I can go look real quick. And like I said, this was kind of last minute, so. This computer is so slow. And I have a extra thing where like a external hard drive, and it's still slow. Maybe I should, maybe feed the squirrels in the wheel more often than I do. Okay, yes, Mrs. Hopkins did make a post. Thank you. So I did say 8 o'clock Eastern time. And I know that I'm usually the one who's late. So we'll see. I hear Cat Daddy out here. Let's see what he's going to do. What, Cat Daddy? I'm on a YouTube show. What?
I'm going to go lay down now.
Okay.
We can get the rest of the cats in, whatever else, and put dishes. I think the fish don't pour in.
I'll wrangle up the cats and I'll feed the little kittens and I'll give them their eye medicine. And they'll do that when I'm done with this. So. hopefully this works, and hopefully, people are interested in doing this. Because usually I have a little more of a crowd than this at 10 minutes in. But it's a nice Saturday, so maybe there's a lot better things for people to do. Hello, Atlanta girl. I'm going to do a trivia show tonight, so if you want to stick around for that, just waiting to get some people up to actually do the trivia. And I heard that Atlanta's had some funky weather lately. One day it's been really hot, next day it's been cold, next day it's been hot, next day it's been cold. And that's how people stay sick. Sorry to do this while I'm running the stream, but yeah, see, you're in the bed sick. Yeah, no doubt. Because, and like it's a waste of money. When I go get my car washed, I like going into the car wash that you drive it in because I feel like I'm in like a theme park ride. And so, I don't know, that's like $10, but the car looks nice. And where I live, it's a big giant property and we have lots of trees. And the driveway takes up Al's vehicles, which he can't drive. Well, he does, he shouldn't. So I have to park in the lawn and I can go out in an hour and have my car covered with the little pollen. All right, Brian. Yeah, sorry that we couldn't. Sorry that we couldn't play. I don't know. I'm gonna give it about 30 more minutes and see how it's looking. And it wouldn't be the first time that I, pulled a plug on a show that wasn't working. Which, I can't go wrangle up the cats yet because it's too early because they won't come in now. Sometimes I have to do it about midnight, 1 o'clock to go get them. Oh, and hello, Serene. I'm going to do a trivia show tonight, Serene. So hopefully we'll get some people up so we can play. And I have a special guest with me today who took over my chair. Misfit the cat now requires her own chair. Hello, Satellite Man. You ready to play some trivia? So maybe get a couple more people and we'll try this trivia thing. And see, There's Misfit the cat. And I found out that Misfit the cat um, heard that I was talking bad things about her on, on the programs and stuff. And so she got her own Twitter. So now she's going to sit with me and make sure that I don't, you know, say bad things about her or her cat buddies. Nice to see their article. Yeah, like I said, so I don't know. I'd like to start when I get somebody else to come up on the panel. Yeah, Satellite Man. We have 4 cats that are inside cats, but we still let them out, even though I know you're not supposed to. I can't see keeping an animal inside the house. And then we have a great big property, and we feed probably about 10 to 12 feral cats. And they all lay around the property. They lay in the backyard. You can go out there any time of day and see a bunch of cat bodies all stretched out, just waiting to eat. But it's good that they all get along. They all seem to get along, which is good. So, waiting for either Easy Street with Jen, Mark Kropka, or anybody who wants to come up on the panel. I'll put the link in here again. Yeah, I think you said something about that in some other stream. Oh, we were talking about cats. I think you said something like that. Yeah, and that's wonderful. Because too many of these rescue places, the state-run ones, the poor animals really don't have a chance unless they're a cute little kitten. But if it's like a 6 or 7 or 8-year-old tabby, like fat ass misfit, chances, I mean, they could be the most loving animal in the world. Chances are, they're not gonna get adopted. So, all right, so that's see, and that's all you need to do is you need to have a valid reason for not coming on the panel. And there you go. You can say something just like that. That's perfect. So, I don't know. I'll start in I've been on for 19 minutes. I do have a lot of people watching. So I guess I'll try to do this, myself, and I should be able to. Okay, the way it's going to go is somebody in the right side chat is going to come up with a music or geography, 2 things I know pretty well. Come up with a topic. I'm going to make up 4 trivia questions off the top of my head. And then I'll ask those questions. and see who gets points. And let me ask Serene, should I wear this to bowling? Yeah, that's how you play Satellite Man. Yeah, somebody in the right side is gonna um, um, come up with a topic. I'll make up 4 questions off the top of my head. And they'll all be real questions. They're not going to be stupid things. I'm going to make sure that they're questions that I know the answer to. And then I'll keep track of who gets the most points. So, I don't know. Well, it's 21 minutes into the show, so I don't know. And I'm not going to be there this week either. Al has 2 appointments on Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah. And Serene, she's in my bowling league. And she's seen me wear some of my goofy outfits. And trust me, if I showed up wearing this, it would shock nobody. Believe it or not. Nobody would be shocked. Okay, so who wants to come up? And like I said, we're going to do music. Make sure that it's something that is not so far obscure that I won't have any idea. Because if I can't make up trivia questions about it, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, no. Find somebody different. So don't come up with, songs by the band of Squirrel Nut Zippers, which there really is a band called the Squirrel Nut Zippers. And they were around back in the early 2000s, and they were sort of like with the Cherry Poppin' Daddies when like the big band, sort of sound was coming back. That's the kind of music that they were doing. So, who wants to come up? Well, not come up because nobody wants to come up because some people are tired. Some people are pissed and wasted. Some people might not know how. And where it says host there, just click on that link. I'll see you and I can invite you on the panel. So, all right. So, somebody come up or not come up. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's not like I'm drunk. It's not like I can drink anymore. So somebody come up with a topic that you want. I'll make it simple. I'll make it 4 questions that I can ask, that I can make up trivia questions to. So somebody in the right side, put in a topic that you want me to do 4 questions. And you'll see, I'm gonna do them from my own big piece of meatloaf in my skull. Well, that's good. I mean, article, there's a lot of times when I'm completely sober and I'm not in control of my faculties. So, somebody come up with a topic that you would like to see me make some trivia questions on. I'll give you a little bit of time to think. Like I said, I didn't know how this show was going to work out. Um, yeah, Mrs. Hopkins, you kind of should know the right answer, but um, just don't make it too obscure. Or if you want to try to stump me, go ahead. You can do that. You can do that as well. That's another option of this game that I didn't think about. I was just thinking about trivia. But if you want to try to, stump the wizard, go ahead. Rolling Stones. Okay. So did you want 4 trivia questions on the Rolling Stones? Because I can do that real quick. Who wants to hear 4 trivia questions on the Rolling Stones? And then I'll read you the questions and you have to give me the answers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Article. And I was told the last time that I was in the hospital that I really had to just, stop, or it, really, could be the end of Bimbo Barbarella. So I took that seriously. So, okay, I'll come up with 4 trivia questions, the Rolling Stones. And like I said, I won't make the questions that's that obscure either, so that you won't know them. Um, mm, okay, one more and then we'll be done. Yes, okay, yeah, get your Google. And you can see that I'm not using Google. I'm not. That's why they can't be that hard. Okay, so here we have our first four trivia questions. Well, thank you, Harticle. And anytime that I do a show, hello, Chris Leclerc. Anytime I do a show, um, everybody is, free to come up as long as, you're a nice person, you get along with everybody, and don't cause any drama because I have lost um, a channel due to drama. If you know what getting doxxed means, I got doxxed and I quit and I deleted my entire channel. So our first four, and this everybody is Chris Leclerc. So the first four trivia questions, as requested by Serene, are the Rolling Stones, and you saw that I made these questions up off the top of my head. First one to answer, nah, you win nothing. You win nothing. Who was the original bass player for the Rolling Stones? And I'll give you a little bit of time to answer that. And, you can get the answer, like Satellite Man says, if you're quick on your Google finger.
I have no clue.
Okay.
You talked to Mark lately?
Oh, Chris, you might want to turn your volume up a tiny bit. No, Brian Jones is incorrect, but that was a good answer. There is a Brian Jones question coming up, so article, so stay around for that. Okay, the original bass player for the Rolling Stones. If you're a Rolling Stones fan, you know that the most famous one was Bill Wyman. And when he left the band, he was replaced by Daryl Jones, and he's played with them for 20 years. However, he's not considered a paid member of the Rolling Stones because he's on a salary. So, the original bass player, and I think he was on like 2 recordings in the Rolling Stones' very early years. His name was Dick Taylor. Dick Taylor, everybody. So nobody got that one. That's the hardest one of them all. So okay. And now the live album called Get Your Yayas Out. There is a picture of a donkey and somebody with a banjo jumping up and down. A lot of people, they like see who it is in the band who is jumping up and down with the banjo. Who is it in the picture?
Some hard questions.
Well, Chris, I made these up off the top of my head.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know the members of the Rolling Stones, there's Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts, and at the time, Brian Jones was in the band. But who is on the cover of Get Your Yayas Out?
Are you a big Rolling Stones fan?
Huh?
Are you a big Rolling Stones fan?
Well, you've seen my tattoo, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Hopkins, it is not Keith Richards, but that is a good, but nonetheless incorrect answer. If you look closely at it, most people think that it's Mick Jagger. It's actually not. It's Charlie Watts. Very good, James. Very good, James. James got it before I said it, so that's good. You get 1 point. And 1 point guarantees that you have 1 point. So you got that going for you. The next question is on what album does the song Sympathy for the Devil appear on?
Boy.
And this is often mistaken too because they think that it appears on ones that are later than it is. So let's see who can answer this one. What song does Sympathy for the Devil appear on? Beggar's Banquet. James has 2. Yes. Okay, James must be a Rolling Stones fan. And like I said, I think these are a little bit easy because, you saw me. I did them off the top of my head. But hey, that's why I am the owner and COO of the College of Knowledge.
Does Mark know you're on tonight?
Yeah, they all know. I don't know where anybody is.
Oh.
But yeah, but we got James who's playing. Mrs. Hopkins is playing. Article S is playing. Satellite Man's playing. Like I said, Chris, and this was kind of a last minute thing, and
Right, I know.
tried to put it together, and
For the moment.
we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
And I know Suzanne, my friend Suzanne was supposed to come up, and Jen was supposed to come up, but we'll see. Like I said, it's Saturday, it's springtime. There's a lot of different things you can do. Okay, our last question is okay, Miss Harticle. Well, you should know this one. How did Brian Jones pass away? The official version, not the probably correct version. But
I'll just say cancer just randomly. I don't know.
No, Chris, that's very incorrect.
Okay.
Okay, how did Brian Jones pass away? What is the official? He drowned. Yes, James. James is leading the pack with 3 correct answers. Very good. Honor. Okay, Honor got it. That's good. Article got it. See, Article C. So you got 1. Hello, Honor. How are you? Nice to see you. You're always welcome, my friend.
I have a question to ask you. What do you think about these bands that have been going on tour now and playing tapes in the background?
Oh, like Motley Crue?
Yeah. What do you think about that? I think that's horrible that they're doing that. I mean, you go to a show to pay money.
I've seen Motley Crue twice in my life.
Oh, okay.
And both times it was the worst show that I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, wow.
They were just hideous. They were sloppy.
Yeah.
They were just terrible.
Mm-hmm. And now there's all this saying they're going to Mick Mars is suing them for
Yeah,
money
yeah.
now.
Well, I
Yeah.
could really care less about Motley Crue.
Right.
I do not own one CD of Motley Crue.
Okay.
I had the first two, which actually they did have a little bit of talent. And of course, these are just my opinions.
Right.
By the time they got to Dr. Feelgood,
Yeah, they kind of went downhill.
they were done. They
Yeah,
should have stopped.
I would agree. That was
Okay.
like Dr. Feelgood was like their most. They were the album that they were sober.
And well, it was terrible. It was
Yeah.
terrible. Hello, Miss Rita. How are you? Yeah, we just had our first group of questions, and James or Jam S. Is it James or Jam S? Is leading with 3. And he's in the running for that inclusive prize, 3 points, because that's all you get. You ain't gonna get nothing from me. I'll tell you what.
Maybe a bag of coal.
If you win, you can have this fabulous tiki head,
Or
and everybody wants this.
or a bag of charcoal.
Okay, yeah, but it'll be used charcoal from my grill.
Okay.
Okay, so let's have another group of questions. Like I said, you guys come up with a topic. I will do 4. I will do 4 questions on that topic. You know what I want, Bimbo. No, I actually don't. No, I actually don't, James. What do you want to hear? A band? I'll tell you, there's some bands that you can't that I will not do because
Aerosmith.
I just don't like them.
70s Aerosmith was good though.
Let me see. Could I do I guess I could.
70s
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
Yes. Oh, yes. Article, either music related topics or geography related topics. Because when I was in college, that was my major, was geography and travel and tourism. So geography I'm very good at. But there are some bands, like I said, and I am never going to say that a musician is terrible, because if you've ever seen my channel and see me play music, I'm really bad. I'm terrible. So playing music is very hard. So the musicians don't suck.
At least you
I
give it.
I don't like their style of music, or I don't like the songs. So
At least you give it your all though.
yeah, well.
More than I could do. I don't even know how to play an instrument, so
Okay, so here we have a Stump the Wizard question. What group sold more albums in 1967 than the Stones or the Beatles? Satellite Man, I will say The Doors.
Led Zeppelin, I say I don't know.
I don't know. That would have been Led Zeppelin's first, and I don't think that was very popular yet. I'm going to go with The Doors just because Light My Fire was such a mega hit all over the world.
Yeah, for sure.
The Dave Clark 5. Wow. See, even the wizard Barbarella does not know all. The Dave Clark Five or the Monkeys.
Flat all over.
You know any trivia?
Not much.
I would have thought the Monkeys more than the Dave Clark Five. Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I did not know that. So, okay. So, what's the next trivia question that you guys want? As my wizard hat falls off my head.
Um,
Yeah, that's who I would have thought. Yeah, Matt, I would have thought the Monkeys too more than the Dave Clark Five.
you know what member that used to be in Metallica? He got kicked out of.
Yes, Chris. If you're gonna ask the question, it's got to be asked in the right side.
Oh,
In a official form,
okay.
because I just can't answer random questions. They have to be officially formatted in the right side,
Okay.
and that way everybody can see the question.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But yes, I do know who it was. And I actually like his band better than Metallica.
Me too, actually.
So, come on, gang. What's another band that you want me to do trivia on? And the answer that Chris LeClaire is looking for is Dave Mustaine.
And Megadeth.
Yeah, and they were, yeah, and Brian and Jim are part of the 27 Club, which, if you go onto my YouTube channel, I actually made a song called 27 about all of the different artists who passed away when they were 27. And it's uncanny how many there are. Really is. Really is. So,
Brian Setzer used to be in what band?
hey, so do we have another band trivia?
I just posted one.
Let's see what it is. Well, he's actually been in a couple of bands. His current band he's in is called the Brian Setzer Orchestra.
Yeah.
And right, James is correct. It was the Stray Cats.
Yeah.
And the Stray Cats, it was the other two guys was Lee Rocker and
Phantom. Slim Jim Phantom.
Slim Jim Phantom, yeah.
Debbie said.
And then Slim Jim Phantom and Lee Rocker, after they broke up with Brian Setzer, they formed a band with a guitarist named Earl Slick. And I have the album. I'm trying to think of what it's called, though. Oh, God. Oh, I can't think of it. Okay, Velvet Underground. So, do you want to do a trivia? Okay, yes. Let's do four trivia songs on Velvet Underground. Okay, so this will take me a minute. And Chris, why don't you talk to the people, and that'll give me time to come up with these trivia questions. So here's your big time. Here's your big chance to be on the radio there, Chris LeClaire Radio.
Do you need me to jump off of here, or you want me to still?
No. Just stay there.
Oh, okay.
And while I'm coming up with the trivia questions, entertain the people. or maybe get Debbie to do it.
That's funny. You can entertain me.
Okay. I don't know. These might be too easy.
Oh, Lordy.
Chris, entertain Chris. Say something. Come on, you
Oh.
always got something to say.
Okay.
Okay, follow the chat because somebody asked you a question, so answer them.
No, I don't play a lot of games on my phone, game apps at all. No, I don't. I gotta see the. Yeah, they asked me if there are any app games you play. No. Mm-mm.
Entertain him, Chris.
Nobody saying anything.
No, come on. No, Chris, if you're going to be a radio person or run a channel, you need to
High heart, what?
you need to stimulate the conversation.
Oh, okay. It's 65 degrees in Missouri, I would say.
What is it?
Can the people in the chat still hear me?
Yes, they can hear you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, shoot.
And if you hear a cat there in the background,
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ringo, the noisy cat.
What state are you in, Miss Hopkins?
Ringo, get out of here, Ringo. Ringo, out.
Ringo Starr, get out of here.
Yeah.
Debbie's doing really good tonight so far.
Ringo, get out.
We just got back from Wally World. Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay, never been there.
Ringo, cut it out.
You are 2 hours behind us. We are in Central. 93. Holy cow, in Arizona. I'm not surprised. It gets really hot there. I would imagine it gets super hot there.
Nice.
But Branson gets pretty warm too here in the summer.
Don't go bugging Misfit. Ringo, you're going out. Hold on. Let me get rid of Ringo here.
How many cats do you actually own?
Ringo's one of the stray ones who comes in, and she's pain in the neck because Ringo likes to hear her own voice.
Oh, okay.
So let me get the cat out. Oh, see, here's my wizard outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
Oh.
Get out, Ringo. I think Ringo will be back, though. Okay, so came up with some Velvet Underground questions. No, Ritas. Ringo's not hungry. Ringo just likes to make noise. No, really. The cat will just sit there for no other reason but to hear its own voice.
Well, she wants to be part of a band.
She wants to be part of a band.
Yeah. Okay, so here's some Velvet Underground questions, and these are pretty easy. Okay. What female was on the first Velvet Underground album? Not the female that was in the band, but the additional female that was singing in the band. And if you listen, you can hear Cat Daddy yelling at Ringo.
Yeah.
Nico, very good there, Harticle. Very good. Mrs. Hopkins got it. Very good, Nico. And I don't know if she's ever done anything before or after, but that is the answer. Okay. What is the iconic item that is on the first album? And I've seen people have this as a tattoo. And somebody actually said that I should get this as one of my tattoos. But no, I think it's stupid. A banana article, yes. So for a article is 2 for 2. No, that's because James, I don't know, maybe James is letting you get answers.
I'm going to jump off, but thank you for letting me be on your show.
All right, Chris, thanks.
Yep.
Okay. Now, in the song Walk on the Wild Side, where did Holly come from? Where did Holly come from in Walk on the Wild Side? And it's got to be exactly the way that Lou Reed says it. It's got to be the city and the state. Oh, article. No, that's close. That's close. No, not a street corner. No, where did she come from, Mrs. Hopkins? Article is close. It wasn't Miami, USA. It was Miami what? FLA. FLA. And growing up down in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, that was always cool because I says, oh, look, they're talking about where we live. And so our last question is easy, a yes or no question. Is there a Velvet Underground album called Unloaded? Yes or no? So no matter what you answer, you got a 50% chance of being wrong. Is there an album called Unloaded? Rita, is Rita right or wrong? Somebody else give an answer. Is Rita right or wrong? Mrs. Hopkins says no, no, and it is no. The name of the album is called simply Loaded, not Unloaded. Yes, it was loaded. And you know what? Doing live streams on YouTube, it's a lot different because I used to do them all the time, loaded and drunk. Now that I can't drink anymore, I feel a little more cognizant being sober. And it's funny because now I can go out to like bars and stuff and just watch like some of the drunk people, and I'm saying to myself, holy shit, did I act like that? And I say to myself, yep, damn right I did. So I don't know, we're up to an hour. I don't know, do you guys want to keep doing this or not? It's up to you. If not, if you want to keep doing it, come up with another band that you want me to do trivia on, or come up with a stump the bimbo question. The Dave Clark 5. What the? I can only name one song that Dave Clark 5 did was Glad All Over. That was it. Yes, Harticle. Yes, you are. James started off with 3, and you now have 4. So you are in line to win this valuable tiki. And this is the actual tiki head that in the episode of the Brady Bunch, Greg was wearing around his neck when he fell off the surfboard. And I think Bobby was wearing it when he saw that big spider in the room. Twisted Sister. Okay. And you guys should know that I'm a very big Twisted Sister fan. And I even have a Twisted Sister tattoo. So this won't be that hard. Okay. Okay. Yo, your brain shorted out. And like I said, I'm not going on to Wikipedia for any of these, but hey, it's a great source, and I find a lot of good music on the internet because I mostly listen to internet music. I don't listen to radio music because I said this, I think, during the College of Knowledge show. I was out one day doing yard work, and within a 3-hour span, I heard Bohemian Rhapsody 3 times, Walk This Way 3 times, play other music. That's why I listen to the internet music. Okay, but Twisted Sister. Okay. Let me see. I'll just talk to you while I'm coming up with these questions. Be quiet, Ringo. All right, so I got one more. I don't know. This last one's going to be kind of hard, so. I don't expect anybody to get the last one unless you're looking on Wikipedia. Which, of course, you can. That's fine. I'm just not going to do it. Okay, here we go. Here is our 4 Twisted Sister trivia questions. Well, I was going to mention the standings. That Harticle is in first. James is in second. Satellite Man has just been learning a lot, and Mrs. Hopkins is having a bad day because I think she's gotten one right. I don't know. I guess nobody wants the Brady Bunch Tiki Hut idol. Okay, so here we go. The band Twisted Sister did a cameo in what Tim Burton movie? First, think of all Tim Burton's movies and think about ones that Twisted Sister could be in. And you should get this because it's one of the funniest movies around. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. And I'm not going to give you any hints either. No, it was not Beetlejuice. Okay, so that does not count as a wrong answer. It was not Beetlejuice, no. But if you remember that Beetlejuice did see The Exorcist 47 times, and it's getting funnier every time I see it. That's my favorite line in the whole movie. A Twisted Christmas. No, that's the name of one of their albums. And what they do is they Twisted Christmas, and I have the album and I have the CD. I can actually show you the album real quick if you want to see it. This is a Twisted Christmas, and what they do is they take Christmas classics, you know, "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," and they Twisted Sisterize them. But this is a Twisted Christmas. And no, this is not the movie, because this was not a movie. So come on, you guys are making me look smart or making you all look dumb. You got 15 more seconds. Tick, ding, 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 ding. Okay. The answer is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. When Pee-wee was out on the sound set in Los Angeles looking for his bike, Twisted Sister is there making a video. Okay. Now, this is kind of conjecture, so I'll just take anything that sounds right or is close to being right. Where does Twisted Sister consider their home to be? It could be a plethora of places, no matter, depending on who you hear or who says what, but yeah, Mrs. Hopkins, it's really funny. It's really funny because they do the song "We're Not Gonna Take It." Okay, so this one I'll just give you the answer now because if you're a fan of Twisted Sister, you know that they're from the tri-state area: New Jersey, New York, Connecticut. However, according to their official bio, they consider their home to be Long Island. Even though Mrs. Hopkins said New Jersey, the 4 years that I lived in New Jersey, I saw them in New Jersey several times in a town called Sayreville, which is up North Jersey. So I saw them in New Jersey. So, like I said, if you would have said anything like that, I would have been fine. Just don't say Maine or Billings, Montana, because that would have been wrong. Can you? I wonder if Twisted Sisters even played Billings, Montana. I don't know. I imagine some of the hillbillies out there saying, boy, that's one big blonde girl out there. I like to rope that cattle." Okay. There was an album that was Twisted Sister's last album, their last official album. It was supposed to be a Dee Snider solo album. However, the band they were fighting at the time, only Chinese spy balloons go to Billings. Yeah. Or maybe the Chinese are responsible for the cattle mutilations. Who knows? You never know. The final album by Twisted Sister was supposed to be a Dee Snider album, but there was infighting with the band, and so they made the last album a Twisted Sister album. What is the name of that album? The final official, even though a Twisted Christmas is their last studio album together that they all made together as a band, it's not considered canon. So, what is the name of the final Forever Twisted? No. Oh, and Mrs. Hopkins, you're doing fairly well for just making up answers off the top of your head. So that's pretty good. That was good. I almost kind of wish I could give you that, but Rita has it right. Wow. All right, very good, Miss Rita. Called Love is for Suckers. And if you want to see what Love is for Suckers looks like, and I just happen to have the Twisted Sister albums right here close. That's why I can do this. This is the cover of Love is for Suckers. Okay, so yeah, oh my God, Mrs. Hopkins. And I'm gonna have to highlight that. Did everybody get a chance to see this? I mean, I don't like that show. I really don't. And I never would have known that it was Dee Snider unless somebody had told me and I went back to look at it again. It is really, really, really good. And then because I've seen the band so many times, after watching it a couple of times, I did catch a lot of his mannerisms and things like that that you never would have noticed watching it the first 10 times. But yeah, that was really funny. That was really good. I'm not going to watch the show because I think the premise is silly. And most of the ones I've seen before, they really haven't been that good. I do remember seeing Lady Gaga up there once, and she was actually good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Hopkins. Yeah. Oh, a lot of people thought it was Sebastian Bach. All right. So let me ask you guys a trivia question. What band was Sebastian Bach a singer with? What band was Sebastian Bach a singer with? Skid Row, yes. That is correct. It's not Rat, as people think. It's Skid Row. I never saw him in the Gilmore Girls. I've never seen that show. So, okay, so we are coming down to our fourth and final Twisted Sister question. I'm surprised that Miss Rita got that one right. Love is for Suckers. That's obscure. And this one's obscure, so I'll give you 30 seconds to answer it because I don't think anybody will. Twisted Sister's long-term bassist. His name is Mark the Animal Mendoza. And what New York punk band did he originally play for? And like I said, this is obscure, so. New York Dolls, no, but that is a good answer. Um, New York Dolls bassist was Arthur Kane, and the New York Dolls had David Johansen, Johnny Thunders before he left, Sylvain, Arthur Kane, and Billy Murcia. His name Mark Mendoza. He was bassist for a band called The Dictators. The Dictators. So there you go. Kind of gonna wrap this up. I was hoping that it might do a little bit better, but hey, first time, we'll see. Okay, now, gonna end the show. Somebody give me a trivia question, and let's see if I can answer it. And I don't know, you can make it a little bit difficult, but no squirrel nut zippers, and no cherry poppin' daddies, and nothing rap. Even though there's some rap songs I like, I don't know enough rap, and no country western. Even though I just did that country western song about the parole yard sale, which if you guys ever want to check out my money, I'll check out my videos, my music. Feel free to join my website, Bimbo Barbarella Music Program. Okay, Virginia Woolf. How old was Jerry Garcia when he died? I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that he helped Noah pilot the ark when they were floating around in the water for 40 days with the animals. So I don't know how old that would have made him, but I know that he did help Noah. So that's my answer. I don't know. And if you know who Jerry Garcia is, you can see him piloting an ark. He looks that old. I think Jerry Garcia probably looked that old when he was 12 years old. '53. Really? So I am 8 years older than Jerry Garcia. Wow. 53? I'm not doubting you, Virginia, but that seems awful young. Because they started in the late 60s in San Francisco. Damn. Yeah, even Mrs. Hopkins thinks that's young. What inspired the Rolling Stones tongue logo? Okay, it was okay, what inspired the tongue? It was Mick Jagger's wife, Bianca, licking an ice cream cone down in Monte Carlo. And that's my answer to that as well. Oh, I was close. I was close. And a lot of people think that it was designed by Andy Warhol. It was not. I forget the guy's name who did it, but it wasn't Andy Warhol. I'll tell you what Rolling Stones album Andy Warhol did do. He did the iconic cover of Sticky Fingers. And I remember buying this when I was a kid. On the album, it actually had a zipper that worked. The zipper actually worked. Yeah. Oh yeah, Virginia. I didn't know either. Indian goddess Kali. That's what's inspired the tongue. I think I'd rather go with Mick Jagger's mouth or Bianca licking an ice cream cone. Okay, guys. So we're at 90 minutes. And like I said, I just wanted to try this format out. I say this after every stream, and if you've seen my stream enough, you know I say it, and you're probably sick of me saying it, but I do nonetheless. I want to thank every single person that's participated in my show for coming up and being a participant. I don't know how much you know that I appreciate you coming up to spend some time with me, because I had fun, and later, Hunter, and I mainly do this whole YouTube music thing to entertain myself. I do. I like to entertain myself, and again, I'm sure there's better things you can do on Saturday night. You can be playing Star Wars Monopoly. You could be shampooing your carpet. You could be writing the next, great novel. But no, you took the time to spend it here with me. So thank you very much. I don't know. I'll have to think about doing something like this again. I don't know. I mean, because I think the format works fine. Just it would have worked better with a little more people. So Harticle says, I have nothing better to do. Just glad for the company. Well, it's my pleasure, Harticle. Rita says, everybody's got to be somewhere doing something. Yeah, but I mean, it's 9:45 here in Florida. You could be, cleaning off your roof. Satellite says it's been a blast, and me and Satellite, Miss Satellite, enjoy your show. Yes, well, enjoy having you up, Satellite. You're always good. It's good to see you. As it's good to see a lot of people that I recognize and enjoy spending time with. That's why I really don't care that I don't have, 2,000, subscribers. I would rather have, the 400 or so that I have. And I don't know all of you personally, of course not, but, we all, hang out a lot. And that's fun. That's fun. It's good to see the same people all the time. It really is. So, all right, guys. I don't know what's going on next week at all. I do know that supposedly Mark Kropka was supposed to have his pirate radio tonight, unless maybe Mark is playing in his band. Maybe that's where he is. Yeah, that could be. I think he said something. Oh, because Mark Kropka, if you don't know him, he's a very good, very talented musician, and he actually plays in some of the local bands in Toronto where he lives. So, yes, and yes, Miss Rita, thank you. Don't forget to give my channel a thumbs up. I'm not even sure what they do. But everybody always says, oh, give me a thumbs up. So, yeah, give me a thumbs up. So, I don't know where Miss Easy Street with Jen is. I know that she still has some issues with like the allergies, like even I do, because my throat is still, sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it gets, crackly and deep, all in the same sentence. So, okay, guys, I am going to part ways, and thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.